Welcome back to Diablo 4. We are in the swamp and the Cage of Grief, and we're looking for some ichor. We gotta go left or we gotta go up.
Left and up?
Yeah, ultimately we're gonna have to do both, most likely. So it's kind of a little bit of a dungeon in and of itself.
We're going for a treasure hunt!
And yeah, so we need to find something, basically, but mostly.
I like finding.
Like maggot.
Dude, I'm not.
No. We're just having a gay old time.
Gale? Happy! Yeah! Not the other one. Yeah, I know what sense you meant.
Need more time.
For me, that's interesting in terms of culturally speaking, what in the popular vernacular meant like a decade, or like within the first couple decades, how it's changed so drastically in terms of. It's like. Oh, I saw an article somewhere. It's like, woke is now becoming an offensive term. It's like, what term is not going to become offensive? Sorry,
this is stuff. We don't need to delve into all that much.
It's just socially. I look at it and I beat like
I'm not ready yet.
Like you see those movies where like it has that one person like I weep for the future. Like I'm getting to that point because things don't there. Yeah, level 40. Sounds about right. You're ahead of me in age and levels. And you hit barrage again.
No, I hit my fucking ultimate.
Ah, come on. Why would you do that?
Because I'm a dumbass!
You said it, not me.
Fuck you.
Ain't Thursday yet.
Alright, so we need to go up or down. I think down.
Up, down, left, right.
Up is not the way to go. Because that's what's going to be
Oh, let's kill the
kill
enemy.
these guys.
Yeah, let's kill him. Get some gold.
Gold!
Like, gold doesn't rain. It hails. Oh, that reminds me of an old Daniel Tosh bit. Make it rain, where you throw cash on hose. I have a version called Making It Hail. That's where you throw change at sluts. like, ow, are those nickels? Yeah, I'm a baller on a budget, bitch.
Baller on a budget.
Gosh is. Oh my gosh.
Queen is out. This is the queen we need to kill to get to the anchor or whatever the fuck we're gonna get.
The queen came out of the closet.
And she just got fucking rooked.
He? Sure.
Queen.
Hey, queen can come out of the closet and it's someone else.
Anyway.
Chris is like, I'm not even broaching this.
That is, that's a fine line that I don't want to touch.
That's one thing you definitely don't want to touch. Oh.
Like seeing Jimmy Carr last month, that was cool.
How was that show?
I mean, he's dark as fuck.
Dude, like,
dude, and he made fun of people that were there, like, oh, I don't like this like, why are you here?
Hey, he's like, you willingly paid like 60 to $100 to have tickets here.
Yeah.
Why you bitching?
And
That's the thing. It's like that unrealistic expectation. Like, if you don't know who this comedian is, if you're not sure if you're gonna like their humor, do some research before you buy tickets to the show.
I guess if you go to a comedy club, it's like an open mic night or something,
Yeah.
or you don't, and you know, like, or there are no names you can't really do research on, whatever. But fuck, man, like Jimmy Carr's pretty popular, at least especially in Britain and here in the U.S. too. Better know what the fuck he is.
And even like, okay, even if it's offensive, even though it's not funny, like one of my favorite jokes, because it's absolutely funny, and I've got a shit-eating grin on my face right now. Hey, Chris, what kind of pizza did the Two Towers order? 2 large planes. Like, that is dark humor.
That is dark.
But it's like,
I need more time.
hey, the thing is the joke can be, the thing is with like comedy and it's making light of terrible situations. If you go back to cultures well beyond just America, like even the Spartans would make light of horrible situations. It didn't make the situation any less like downgraded or horrible. It was just a way to like, okay, poke fun at it just a little bit.
Yeah, it's
But it doesn't change like where you stand on it.
like I said, we talked about this a bunch. On this place for a long.
And on South Park too.
And on South Park, I don't want to
Yeah.
down on this road again.
Yeah.
We've said what we need to say. But I absolutely agree. At some point, you need to just light up. Like I agree with probably some things that are, you know, and the thing is, I'm not telling you, I want to make it clear, I'm not telling people that they have to like certain humor. You don't have to like certain humor. You don't have to be dark. You have to like jokes about certain stuff. I'm not saying you should, obviously. You know, we're all human, but don't just because I go watch Jimmy Carr and he jokes about some very, very not good subjects.
Hey, you know what?
So,
One of my
that's all I'm going to say.
One of my favorite punchlines was by Jim Norton. Jim Norton, there's no holds barred there, buddy. Everything's up on the table. And he was talking about like having a lady approach him after the show, and he gets naturally defensive because it's normally about something that you're like it's about their show. And he did a suicide bit during that show. And he's like, hey, can I talk to you? And he's like, instantly, what? So like, have you heard about people doing suicide by convertibles? And he's like, okay. And it's like, what is that? So you tie the rope around your neck while you're in a convertible. Then they spin up the tires and frickin' floor it while that rope is tied around a tree. When he didn't even, there was no punchline at all. When he just said it, the visual came to my mind. It's absolutely ridiculous, and since it was set in a comedy setting, I started dying laughing because it would be, you know, think of Wile E. Coyote with how many contraptions he makes and how poorly it goes.
Yeah.
That was my initial thought, was like that. I was like, I was dying laughing when I heard that bit.
I laughed pretty hard when you said that the first time. And that's, and again.
But it doesn't negate the fact that, like, my personal experiences with people I know that are here and also still not, and are not here.
Yeah.
Wait for what?
And it also doesn't
call out to your soul.
diminish where I stand on the issue that it is a very serious problem.
Yeah. It doesn't diminish that at all.
No, but where this is my last point on it, where we've gotten to where your humor, if it doesn't line up with your values, then in short, you're a hypocrite. That is so off track. If I can't laugh about dark stuff once in a while to kind of help process some terrible crap in life. Because let's be honest, there are some days where life will just hand you a shit sandwich. Or you might have an entire season of your life, or that might be your entire life. Whoops. Yeah, whoops, it's right.
I just meant to shoot.
But having the ability to laugh it off and not be serious all the time will help your mental state.
Why so
Serious! How about a magic trick?
Anyway, speaking of drugs, we're doing them.
Oh. Yeah, hey,
We're doing the drugs.
Hey, dude, he looks like he's.
I like drugs.
It looks like he's tripping acid, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm gone. Like, this is a normal Saturday night for me. Your character's like, yep, we're just here.
Yeah, he is not having a good time.
Donan is tripping.
So basically, this is a ritual where you face your fears, or you get rid of your fears.
Oh, very much like a Batman Begins.
Yeah.
With that hallucinogenic flower.
So he's basically trying to like face his like problems, why he's sad, grief. Obviously, his son's dead, so he can't.
I shouldn't have let you go.
Kind of like Bruce Wayne with the what was
Why
it?
did you let me go?
I can't think of it. I can't think of the organization that he was with that trained him.
You were ready.
Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul, and I forget the
Oh my god.
Brotherhood. It's some sort of Brotherhood, but it's
Fuck, dude, that's what pissed me off.
And
yeah. I am because it's that aspect.
Brotherhood of Shadows?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Father.
Sounds right. Doesn't sound quite right, but yeah.
Yeah,
Ra's al Ghul. Do you say Race or do you say Ra's?
Ra's al Ghul.
I think it's technically Race.
Ra's
Ra's al Ghul.
al Ghul.
Technically. I say Ra's al Ghul too.
Well,
I don't think it really matters what technically
it
is
kind
Race.
of yeah, but
I don't really give a shit about them.
yeah, that's
That trilogy was really good.
that was a really
I
good
love
trilogy.
that. I still think the third one was the weakest. Oh.
Here's Mephisto.
Oh shit.
Mephisto up to me elbow. Look at that necromancer.
That took me a second. Alright, let's find out what our old wolf friend wants.
Would only hold you back.
That's okay.
What's up, please?
Look at them. So consumed by their emotions that they forget what really matters.
Dark Knight Rises had a very interesting premise.
Lilith
It
is the
did.
true friend,
I don't.
not Elias.
It was good
I know.
in the sense of finishing like the Brotherhood of Shadow.
My fate
Story arc,
is
closing
tied
it.
to yours. If she devours me,
But the one that I still
is lost.
it's still an absolute joyride all the way through.
You still have a chance
Is the
to
Dark
stop
Knight.
her.
I love Dark Knight.
with Heath Ledger's Joker,
What
even
if
though
I opened a portal for
It's.
you?
I don't know if I call it my favorite movie of all time anymore, but for a long time it was. But
It
it's
is.
up there for me.
Is there? You and I can work together to stop Lilith.
yeah, just so you can retain power. Typical male.
There's a fun
I know
subplot
my
here.
real
Yeah.
allies are. My friends. Take me back to them.
And I can't wait till we end this because I want to go over
The day of reckoning will
kind
come,
of going on here.
and your true friends will be revealed.
He's a very
Take the portal back to your allies.
he is a very slippery character.
Prevails. You'll only have yourself to blame.
Like Heath Ledger's Joker is pretty good. Mark Hamill for animated. It's
Oh, he's my favorite Joker.
oh
Period. I God, it's fucking weird.
yeah.
I Heath Ledger Joker's awesome, but the Joker I think of when I think of Joker,
it's Mark. It's Mark Hamill.
It's not even a question.
Because he did the Batman Arkham games.
Yes,
he did.
Except one. He did not do one.
Yeah,
he didn't do Origins.
He didn't do Origins, but he did the three in there in the main trilogy. Then he also did the animated series for so many years. He is hands down one of my favorite Joker voices. He's what I think of the Joker when it's the Joker laugh.
Yep. Yeah, he is a Joker, and it's.
Him and one of the classic forms of the Joker, Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I like Nicholson. I don't have that same thought, but I did like him.
Well, I grew up on the Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson Batman on VHS tape. Like
same. Fairness.
Between that and Jurassic Park, my mom still has 3 sealed VHS copies of those because those were my 2 go-to movies as a kid.
I watched a lot of Batman, but mine was TMNT. The old TMNT movies was my big one.
The first one was pretty good. I did not like the second one. Was there a second? I don't remember.
What, of the original movie?
Yeah,
there were 3.
Oh, we only had the 2. I didn't know.
There was the first one, which was dark, which was pretty dark for its time, especially like now you think of the Ninja Turtles, which isn't really a dark. It's a kid's. But if you ever read the old comics, fucking shit was dark as fuck. But it kind of went more towards the comics a little bit. It was kind of dark. And then they had Secret News, which kind of lightened it up. I still like Secret News, but I thought it was fine. Mm-hmm. And then there's a third one, the one with time travel. I forget what it's called. I forget the. I don't know if it has a sub name or not. That movie sucks.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it wasn't very good. It definitely. I don't know how in 3 years your animatronics got worse. I guess early 90s, but God, bro, they were so bad in that third one. They were fine in 1 too, I thought. To this day, I don't think they were horrible. Mm-hmm. I think they stopped using the Jim Henson puppet in the third one, and
it.
It's bad. It is real bad. It's almost out. What was the Pearl movie that came out with the second Michael Bay one?
Oh yeah.
That one was. It's on par with that level of shit.
Really?
Yeah. It's bad. The new one though.
Sulfur.
That came out this year. It's okay.
But
Careful.
Yeah, it's animated.
okay.
It's good animation. Actually, I like the art style they went with. The one thing I would say though, and I'll say it to anyone out there, if you're an adult that likes TMNT, not going to the thing. Which is how I went into the movie. I did not think that way going in. I knew it was going to be catered to a younger audience.
I will say, in terms of the Ahsoka TV series from Disney Plus, if you're looking for a darker Star Wars story, this is not one for kids.
Yeah.
Because if you start diving into it, just in terms of Thrawn's entrance,
It's definitely for kids.
it is dark.
But I will say that new TMNT is definitely catered to kids. It is. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. It's like Mario. It's like the Mario movie. I knew it was going to be catered to kids, and it was. It's still really good.
I've not seen that one yet.
I would recommend it to anyone that likes Mario. I think it's a good movie.
But one must face it.
But I wasn't like blown away by it. And it kind of has the Batman v Superman problem of trying to force too much into one movie.
That's pretty much.
It's not as nearly as bad as Batman v Superman was.
The original theatrical cut for that was garbage. The director's cut for that filled in a lot of the plot holes.
Maybe,
but it made it about a 3 hour and 15-minute movie.
Yep.
And honestly, I think rather than having those 3 different cuts, they should have just bit the bullet, and this is where my opinion is on it. Mm-hmm. Kept all that in. Yeah, would have not done as well as that at the box office. Oh, absolutely. But you put yourself in a position where.
Well, here's my other thing with that movie.
Yeah.
They tried to basically get to Marvel's level of storytelling in one fucking movie. Marvel,
Yeah.
why was the MCU so popular? Because of the overarching story over years of build.
Yeah, they.
Like a decade worth of build. By the way, we already done with one half of Act 5.
Woo!
And now we go to the long half.
Oh,
If memory serves, I think this is the long half.
yeah, it's like 7 quests piled on.
Yeah. So anyway, what else? And because Justice League gets a lot of shit, deservedly so.
Yeah.
But I will defend it in this nature. I think it was a fun movie to watch. I did not hate my time in that movie like I did with Batman v Superman. It's a bad movie, but at least it had fun moments.
And it was interesting to have an Aquaman that actually, you know, looked the part.
Yeah, I mean, that helps too. You know, I'm not a DC guy. I'm a Batman fan. And he's my favorite superhero, bar none. But I am a Marvel guy overall.
I do not like Superman. I think Superman is too broken as a character. When I read like fantasy stories and whatnot, I want a character I can empathize with. Superman is too far gone.
Yeah.
And I can't get that with Superman. Batman, I get. Even Deadpool, like, okay, with how dark that is, plus the humor, like, oh, that's a character I can empathize with. Yeah. Even though he's broken and can kill the entire MCU.
Yeah, I mean...
But there's still that relatable human aspect.
Yeah, and you know, and that's why I don't want him in yet.
Honestly, I think if they do put him in the MCU, I really hope they go the route of they kill everyone in the MCU.
Yeah, maybe that's how the MCU ends.
How the MCU ends.
I'll be honest, I think the MCU is fine.
Because you look at
They should have rebooted after Endgame. It should have been it should have been a hard reboot.
Because you got Benedict Cumberbatch who's getting up there in age.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
He's a bend and a dick. Enter snatch. That doesn't sound.
And coming in snatch.
Oh boy. You got Robert Downey Jr. He's almost 60 at this point.
I think he's more or less done with it. I think he's maybe cameos, but he's more or less done with it.
You got. I'm trying to think who else you got in there. You got.
Chris Evans in his 40s. The guy who plays Bruce Banner.
The thing is that these guys, like Robert Downey Jr., even though he does other parts, it's some of these people who've been in it for so long, especially who still have some years left on their acting career.
Yeah.
They're gonna run into the same problem that George Takei has. Gonna only be typecasted for those films.
Yeah. And I don't blame him for moving. And honestly, the reality is, unfortunately, whether you like it or not, I mean, it's not comics, it's not cartoon where you say, man, this is impossible.
Yeah. There's a Joker Goblin.
Stay right here. I might as well.
Yeah, if he's gonna stay here, might as well, but I don't think he is. Now he's running. Screw it.
But no, and I thought, you know, and I get they're bringing in,
Yep, I'm done.
You know, I get, you know, they're bringing other characters, and you know, Falcon took over more or less.
Then you got Moon Knight, which is getting an appearance by the guy who played Poe from the new
Star Wars.
Yeah, which that's interesting that he's doing Moon Knight.
Yeah.
I have not watched any of it yet, but Whoa, that is a Cthulhu-type monster! Yeah, once season 3 drops.
No, I will. But no, it was good stuff. hard. You can't.
Longevity-wise, eventually, people like very much like me. If I want a solid like movie trilogy to watch, and I know I can get it done in a weekend, fantastic.
Yeah. You're not getting
Marvel,
not getting the MCU done in a weekend.
Marvel,
You're not getting that done in a month.
Marvel for me, that is way too much of a time commitment. I not like to. I'm not saying it in a degrading way. I have too much. I have a life to live to spend that amount of time with that.
And that's fine.
And that's kind of where like I stand with it. Like in order for me to understand one film, I've got to watch 20 others. Yeah. No.
I don't know if that's the If you've ever watched a Marvel movie, you still watch Infinity War and
yeah, but you're gonna miss like a lot of the backstory.
Yeah,
of the
but
characters
you
of
are.
who
But
they
you
are,
can still watch the movie. It's still gonna be good.
Yeah,
because it still has its own narrative in place.
Yeah,
but you are gonna miss a lot of stuff
the subtleties.
Like someone like me who watched pretty much every single Marvel movie up until Endgame. Yeah. You need that in the first one. I'm not gonna do it. I'll be here. We need to get to a stopping point anyway. It's always.
Oh, we'll stop it right here.
Stop right here?
Yeah, I'll just guard stuff.
Alright. Well, as a natural stopping point, my dad just called, so I gotta make that phone call real quick.
Till then.
Ow!
See ya. I got you covered. It'd just be free XP at this point.
Yeah, right, well.